Hello everybody, it's the 20th of May today, and I'm looking at this 7-trunk birch, 7-trunk birch clump. Where did I get ash from? I have no idea. This is actually a fusion project. It's 7 trees wired together in the base to make a clump style. And today it's going to need some further refinement, and I'm going to have to remove some wire which is beginning to dig in, so we'll quickly try and take care of that. Now that has done its required job, and let's put some movement into this particular trunk. I have another piece here, which again, its only job was to bring the trunk out from the center. I'll let go. There we are. That's better. So that's perfectly done its job. Okay. Any more? Another piece here. With birch, wires really do cut in very quickly if you don't keep an eye. But because they grow quite rapidly, they tend to set fairly rapidly as well. Okay, another piece here. Okay, so again, that's done its job. That trunk has come up and is sweeping back out again. Okay, back to the front. There's my perceived front, and now we need to do some further refinement of the base of the tree, which is what I'm trying to do. I've often said this, I usually form my trunks first, branching later. A little bit of both in this case. I want to remove some bits like that that are growing straight up. Possibly too low even as a first branch, but I'm going to leave it on to help thicken the tree up. I'm going to try and put some more movement and taper in by chopping it there. Done quickly before I chicken out, and then I'm going to put a piece of wire there, and using that piece of extra stub of trunk that I've left, let me see if you can see that more clearly there, I can bend that over, and that lifts this piece up in a more naturalistic way, and that's given me a kind of more interesting line there, I think. Definitely. So that's my new apex on that particular trunk. This one I'm going to remove a bunch of low growing branches which could have been left to help thicken it, but they're just distracting my eye from building the shape. All being well, the tree will branch again, and that'll be hunky-dory. I'm gonna just chop that like so, and then that brings my trunk line up to there. This center one, I'm going to chop this piece out. Yeah, liking that. So that's interesting. Now I'm going to chop that top piece out as well, the top piece out of that one. I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to just shorten those pieces like so, and then this back one, there's another piece of wire I left on. Let us try and take that off. Okay. Chop that piece. I'm going to remove that, which again means my clump is they're all beginning to grow away from one another, apart from this one at the front, which I'm going to put some wire on in a moment. I'm hoping to have them, all at different heights. Okay. Some of this stuff that's growing into the center I'm going to remove. I'm going to chop out that bit. We have multiple leaders, and back to there, and then this is another one of those odd little trunks that's come up and out, and I've almost got 3 leaders. I don't want that one. Chop off that one. Shorten that. Okay, so that's now the new leader. I have a bunch of pieces of that one interfering one with the other. There we go. Let's shorten the tree considerably. Take those pieces out that are growing into the center of the clump. In theory, the center of the clump is going to be a shady spot, so the trees are all going to angle away from that center point to a degree. Okay, so that's good. I like that. This piece, I just want to move it that way slightly. Could do with moving the whole thing slightly, but I don't think the lip of that pot will hold a wire. Oh, yes it will. For now at least. Yes, okay, so that's cool. So there you have it, that's my front view. I'm going to shorten this a bit more again. This will be my tallest trunk, and then the others, as I say, are all at different heights, and that will help a little with taper as well, having cut them back quite hard in some instances. Close up of the base of the trunk as we go round. As I say, weeds need to come out. This is 7 separate trees that are wired just below soil level, and they will hopefully clump together in one. a quick 360. It's got a lot of developing to do, this tree, but it will get there in time, and I really like it in this pot. More weeds. If trees grew as fast as the weeds do, we could all develop our bonsai in a matter of weeks. But there you go. At the same time as I put that 7 trunk clump together, I took a single tree and I chopped it right down here at the base, with the idea of seeing if I could get a natural clump to grow up. I did get half a dozen shoots, but only 3 survived. One has definitely taken over almost completely, leaving these 2 to struggle on. I'm going to move you up so you can see that central one has well, it's done its thing and it's shooting for the sky, so I'm going to chop it down back down, right down to the ground where I'd chopped the other one, and we'll see, because I would still like a multiple clump tree, almost like it's been coppiced. There we go. So chop that piece out. I'm going to leave these 2 but just shorten them. And we'll see what happens. That's another one done. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please, please, please look after yourselves. Do the YouTube things, the liking, the subscribing, the commenting. But most of all, stay safe, everybody.